Demons approach.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 7 of Frieren, Like a Fairy Tale.
They had their send-off in the town. Maybe like things are starting to develop like a typical fairy tale and Frieren's like maybe it's not actually like that. Like it's been storybook thus far, but it gets hard. I don't know.
I buy it.
And if you're excited for more episodes of Frieren, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see 11 episodes ahead, they're all posted to the Patreon linked in the description below, so make sure to check that out. All right, are we excited for episode 7 of Frieren?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Listen up, Dunderheads! This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
It's a grimoire written by Flamma, the legendary mage?
No, books supposedly attributed to Flamma are never real. Every tome uncovered so far has been a fabrication.
But she found one later in the tree.
This is probably the best imitation I've come across over the years, though. It's not a terrible reward to receive for defeating monsters.
If you say so, I don't see the appeal.
When you find nothing but forgeries, you start to doubt whether the genuine article existed in the first place.
The great Flamma, founder of humanity's magic. To be
Founder
fair,
of magic?
it's like a
Wow,
fairy
okay.
tale.
That sounds
Is that what
important.
people
It's like a
believe?
fairy tale.
I suppose enough years have passed that she's become something of a myth. I might be the only one left alive who knew her, who remembers her face. Good morning.
It's a miracle! She woke up early!
Okay, and you're shocked by that?
You.
Astounded.
It's literally me.
This is deserving of a reward.
It's literally her. Literally me. This is my life.
The exact neck rub.
And the food. This is exactly.
Yeah.
This is exactly my life.
Me when I roll out of bed before 10:30.
I always hear the cat meow first. I'm like, that's closer than I expected. I turn around, the door's open. I'm like, wow.
She's awake.
Okay, this intro is really growing.
So good. It's growing on you. You hated it?
No, at first it was jarring because it's so not the vibe of the anime.
Wow.
But now the song itself is
It's
growing on
so
me.
good. I love it and always have. I never found it jarring. I'm sorry, I'm in a funny mood.
I love it. Something I love about this series is it's unpredictable and when its quality and story are gonna happen. Like it just, I don't know.
You're just doing like a fun little adventure and then all of a sudden it's some like crazy amazing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
My most humble thanks.
Of course.
When I saw this landslide, I feared I would never find a way through the pass.
Hey, is this actually necessary?
Are you unhappy? He's offered a fine reward.
No, that's not the issue. This would go faster if you just used your magic to move his cart.
What of future travelers? We'd be stuck here. That's what Fern said. We wouldn't want to be selfish now, would we?
That's rich coming from you.
I insist you have a drink.
Oh, thanks. That'd be great. It's strange. I thought landslides happened on a bigger scale.
The northern lands have been fighting demons in this area, and their clashes have had a far-reaching impact on local terrain. This was likely caused by such a skirmish.
So now we're tending to the scars of battle.
Mr. Stark, would you mind helping me over here? I could use your assistance for a moment. Mr. Stark?
What's your problem?
Hey, could you maybe drop the Mr. part? Stark is fine. It weirds me out. I'm pretty sure we're close to the same age.
Okay.
if you'd prefer it. Stark, you're wasting everyone's time. Help me.
Dude! I just meant that if we're gonna go on this journey together, you could drop the formalities. We could talk to each other casually. It wouldn't hurt you to be a little friendlier, you know? I'm a warrior with a sensitive soul.
What a pain in the rear.
What'd you call me?
I assume you're making good progress?
So good,
Let's
Frieren.
hurry, Mr. Stark.
Fine.
Stark's just getting a rough go of it.
I have the honor of escorting an elf, eh? I've lived for many decades, but this is
What
my
gave it
first
away?
time meeting one of your kind.
First time meeting it. So they are rare.
Wow. Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, you're the only one I've ever seen in person, too.
There aren't very many of us. In fact, I've only ever met a handful of other elves in all my travels.
Oh, really?
We
Wow.
live a long time, but we've scattered to the winds. Of course, it doesn't help that we don't have romantic urges or reproductive instincts. We're
Oh.
experiencing a quiet extinction. Over 400 years have gone by since I've laid eyes on another elf. We may be close to disappearing.
Wait. 400 years since the last time she saw another elf. And it's only been a handful since, so her...
And Flama existed 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
So she's been around for at least
Like
1,000.
like probably more than that. Jeez, okay.
It's been 400 years since. So elves are rare. They don't have any romantic urges. So they don't. They don't.
There's no
often-
reproduction.
Yeah. Huh.
We
Okay.
may be close to disappearing.
How did they exist in the first place?
Good question. And what was that burning swing? Burning house next to a swing. Is that her
We may be
early
close to
childhood?
disappearing.
Like, is that her family?
Wow.
This is a lovely view of the town. It's a busy day at the gate.
Those look like merchant wagons.
The Liberation Festival is tonight. It was on this very day many moons ago that Himmel and his party of heroes defeated the
Himmel,
demons
yeah.
who plagued this land.
No.
That must have been quite the experience for them.
Like that animation was sick. And
Yeah.
they just did literally
Just
really-
randomly.
Like, hey, randomly, here's a really
As a
cool
treat.
ass animation.
The Liberation Festival commemorates their triumph. Every year, the statues of Mr. Himmel and his companions in the Central Plaza are decorated, and the town throws a grand celebration around them. More than 80 years have passed since the demons were finally defeated on that auspicious day. That's plenty of time for even something so important to begin fading from the minds of men. But we can't have that. And so we celebrate in remembrance of those who fought on our behalf.
Excellent work.
The 5th time's a charm.
This sculptor worked faster than previous ones.
You are constantly getting statues put up in your honor, Himmel.
Well, how else can I assure that people will remember us? Our lives are fleeting compared to yours. We won't be around for long.
Oh, we heard the
Take a
forgotten
look at
face
this
comment.
face. Future generations must see how handsome I was.
Whatever.
Oh.
Let me get to the inn.
Though, there is a greater reason. When we three are gone, maybe our statues will keep you from feeling lonely.
Oh no.
Come again?
You'll know we existed. That we aren't just fairy tales, but people
Not
who stood
myths,
beside
yeah.
you.
So
Every
sweet.
year we gather in celebration of the spectacular deeds accomplished by this brave band of heroes. Now that we're here, I must say that you bear a striking resemblance to Miss Frieren, that mighty mage of yore.
Will they still be doing this 100 years from now?
Oh yes, for as long as this town stands.
1,000 years?
That's more difficult to foresee.
Interesting.
Huh.
I love the way this show talks about time.
Well,
Yeah.
shall we be off?
Super
A
unique.
long road ahead of us.
Speaking of which, you haven't told me what our final destination is yet. Where are we going?
It's about the journey.
Literally heaven.
To heaven.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
There are a lot of guards here. Do you suppose something happened?
Maybe we should decide who'll be in charge of the shopping.
town, Mistress Frieren.
Whoa.
Demons approach.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh.
Are the town magistrates the demons?
Hey! To us all!
Well, Graf Granite, did you hire an elf to kill us?
I can't take credit. Though it's true I despise you and pray for your death, Lord Lumnia. I
Whoa.
wouldn't be so bold as to openly
Pray for
attack
death
you.
who?
Lord Loom something?
So these guys are clearly demons.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they? What?
Why
It's
does
true I
no one
despise you
care?
and pray for your death, Lord Lumnia. I
Lumia.
wouldn't be so bold as to openly attack a peace envoy in the center of town. I'm no fool.
It's a peace envoy?
They're probably adventurers who don't understand what's going on here.
Certainly, if that's your story. But in these cold, calculating eyes, I see bloodlust. I know how the townfolk feel. They tremble at the sight of me, loathe my existence. But despite that, they still view me as a person. Not you. Whenever you look at my face, you see only a wild beast that should be put down.
And is that not what you are? Demons are simply monsters who have learned human speech. You only communicate with lies.
Throw her in the mansion's
Wow.
dungeon.
Whoa.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything?
Yeah, what?
Frieren?
Hey!
You
wait!
good? Maybe she's so strong magically she could just get out.
Talk to the armored hand.
Yeah.
This is so boring.
We have bad news.
They say you'll be down here for 2 or 3 years.
A shorter term than I expected. Could you bring me a few grimoires later?
I know you don't experience time as humans do, but this is going a bit too far.
It's not as though I actively chose to be locked away. So, what did he mean when he called those demons peace envoys?
I tried to get some information while shopping.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Korra the Guillotine. You have heard of her, right?
The 7 Sages of Destruction. And Ara was one of them. She was a servant of the Demon King. We killed most of her followers, but she slipped
Ara.
away and disappeared. Has she reemerged?
Afraid so. I'm told that she came back to power 28 years ago.
Oh.
Since then, her forces have
wow.
been locked in battle with this town, but the demons have grown exhausted by the endless fighting. They've come here to propose a truce.
Which is why
Oh.
they were let inside as envoys. How unwise. There's no use trying to negotiate with their kind.
Surely some good can come of it. Why not speak to them? Wouldn't the best option be to stop fighting and start talking their problems out?
No, nothing will be resolved that way. Demons are beasts who seek to devour. Have you ever wondered why those monsters chose to speak the same language as humans?
Do you think she's right on this?
Shera,
Or
you must slay this devil.
previous ideas? Like, it's
I mean,
probably
just
been burned
based on the one
before.
that we saw, he seemed pretty awful.
My its appearance! It ate her! My daughter is dead! Swing your sword!
It hurts. Make it stop. Please, Mommy.
That's what the
Step
kid was
away.
saying when she ate
I'll
it.
handle this.
Kill her.
Oh no.
And we'd be no better than them. My friends, surely this scared little girl can eat what we do in order to survive. Why don't we give her the
No.
opportunity to atone
No,
for
and
her
it's gonna
mistakes?
take his daughter, I
No,
bet.
Chief, you can't.
Are you crazy? It took our daughter! I'll never hold her again!
It's gonna take his daughter too, I bet.
Here, let me tend to your wounds. You're in luck. I've been looking for somebody to help out around the farm.
Himmel, you're going to regret not killing this girl, this demon.
She's here. Why don't you speak to her and see? We'll be in this village for some time anyway. We might as well try.
Oh no. And if she's thinking this way now, this does not go well.
No.
There's no interest in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like her in a way. Oh.
Why did you murder the village chief?
We should have killed it at once. These monsters cannot live among us.
There it is again. Every day since I came here, I've felt your desire to kill me. But I just wanted to live in harmony. I figured out a way to make things right.
What?
Here, take this child as a replacement for your offspring. The one I hate.
What?
That girl is the daughter of the village chief.
Yes, but he isn't alive anymore.
Oh, she was actually, in a weird way, trying to do something good. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yes.
She's incapable of good, but she legit logically thinks she's doing good.
Right.
So they just can't. It doesn't work.
No.
It's like Toga from My Hero.
Yeah.
Despite my good intentions, it seems as though I've unfortunately made another mistake. You've given me no choice. I'm taking this child hostage.
Oh.
Dang.
You won't stop me again?
No.
Mommy, please.
Oh.
Why call out to a mother? Demons are monsters, and like all monsters, they don't raise their young. Once born, you are abandoned. You walk this world alone. That makes you ruthless, solitary creatures. Lone wolves with no concept of what family means.
Kind of talking about herself.
Why would you call out to a mother you've never known?
Yeah.
It's simple. That word stops humans. It keeps them from murdering us. Isn't that magical?
Whoa.
Demons use words to trick humans. You can't trust a thing they say.
That's their version of magic
They're
for
monsters
them.
who
Wow.
learn to speak. That's how the legendary mage Flamma defined them. It's in their blood. They're descended from liars. Monsters who found they could lure in humans by crying, "Help me." Don't forget about the grimoires.
They're gonna break her out.
They've got to. They have to. A couple years is too long.
Yeah, what do you think of the commentary on demons here?
I thought that was really interesting. The idea that, like, they're utilizing the things that indicate to humans, like, oh, this is someone worth helping, or this is someone worth saving. That, like, initially would make someone think, like, that's what made the village chief say, like, hey, you know what, like, you're not that different from us. But it's literally just a tactic.
It's like a weird niche to draw with, like, a character. You know, and it makes sense that she has such a strong opinion on demons since she fought the Demon King, you know? Like,
very true.
Yeah, and
she would know.
Yeah, it was just odd to present it as she was legit trying to make up for what she did wrong, but she messed that up, you know?
Yeah, that if someone just, like, if you don't understand the principle of it, you're not going to be able to make things right.
Yeah. We'll see if that continues, like, if that's going to be the way demons are accepted, or if, like, somehow this new generation's going to figure out something new.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to break Frieren out of jail.
Yes.
Granat is late. What insolence. It's a human diplomatic tactic. Frankly, I'm more curious about the rogue mage. I've seen her face before.
She slayed the Demon King.
Wild beasts who only communicate with lies. It's not an inaccurate description.
Oh, and the other thing I need to say, Frieren was questioning, like, you didn't have a mother, you walked solitary your entire life, you don't know the concept of family.
Right.
Same facial expression as her, the demon, so she's almost like, same lifespan, same lack of understanding for what humanity actually is, but different.
There's just an inherent difference.
Yeah, and also just, she's also wondering why they would call out like that.
Very true.
Wild beasts who only communicate with lies. It's not an inaccurate description. She can see us for what we are. No one else in this town understands our true nature. Or perhaps she's just logical. She knows there's but one reason to learn our praise language.
Can I just say, the way they're animating his eyes behind his bangs.
Yeah, they do that.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a newer thing. They did that, or at least from the anime I've seen, and they also do it in Solo Leveling.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm sure that it's been going on in animation before, but it seems to be a new thing to uphold the integrity of the face and give more like hairstyles that are allowed to be in front of the face without fully obstructing the features.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've noticed that too. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
She knows there's but one reason to learn our praise language.
Praise
Talk
language.
to us so that they may deceive us. Every word is a baited trap. This town won't be standing for much longer. I should use the confusion as a cover to escape.
She just knows it's going to get destroyed that fast.
Gonna take. Yeah.
Where are we?
This is my son's room. He was a good boy. He'd often boast that he'd take control of the family soon, offering me a chance to finally relax.
Maybe they're going to kill him in here. Like a double cross,
He fought bravely alongside His Majesty, who then gifted him this sword.
And where might your son be now?
Was he killed by a demon?
Bet so.
He died in battle against your leader, Aura, 10 years ago.
Oh, yep.
This
They're smart.
Is all that was left of him. You monster!
Doesn't seem bothered.
My boy,
all right.
Took from me.
Better release Frieren.
Your peace means nothing to me!
Allow me to compliment the tidiness of your son's room. I wager you've kept it just as it was 10 years ago.
They're manipulating.
What does it matter to you?
Is this the time?
I've kept my father's room the same since he was lost to us too. From when you struck him down.
No, don't fall for it.
To all of this, don't you see? Or we can go on spilling each other's blood, causing more grief, ruining more lives.
I like his design, but...
We can speak to one another, can we not? So please, let's find another way.
Oh no.
He's gonna bite.
No. Or maybe the demons have changed. Maybe after all this time. Oh.
I shall consider this.
Lord Lugnia, what is a father?
Who can say?
Just making that up. And it totally worked.
Typical.
Wow.
Who can say?
Graf Granite resents us, but he is also an empathetic man, and that's a flaw we can wield against him. I aim to win his trust, and if I do, I'll ask him to lower the town's defensive barrier as a show of good faith. Then Lady Aura's forces will raise this meddlesome town and feast. I can't help but notice it's just you and me, Lenya. Where has Drat run off to?
He said he was eliminating an obstacle.
Oh, going after Frieren.
What will I do with that reckless youth?
Don't you think? Yeah.
Lord Drat, this area is forbidden to guests. Why are you here? Please, return to...
Oh! How is that amount of blood even possible?
Sorry,
that little?
Yeah.
Until visiting hours are over.
If you're wearing armor, perhaps it just kind of pools inside.
Sorry, I'm told visiting hours are over.
I'm an executioner named Drat. I serve Aura at the guillotine. Don't fight.
All right, light Yagami.
I serve Aura at the guillotine.
But he's got the light Yagami haircut.
He does.
I have come here to kill you.
I see. Not pretending you want peace anymore?
We've just begun. According to Lord Lugnia, this girl is the only obstacle standing in our way. If I dispose of her now, and we get Graf Granat to trust us, this town will crumble.
I should warn you that I am fairly strong.
Stronger than me?
Stronger even than Ara the Guillotine.
Oh, that was really badass.
Very cool.
And that is where we were left in Frieren with the first sort of plot kicking in.
Yes.
Or first sort
battle.
of abrupt action. People are at places they shouldn't be.
Confrontation.
Yeah, a conflict.
Really? That's all it took to convince you you'd won? Demons these days are such a disgrace. No experience on the battlefield.
Whoa.
Oh my god, my wire is so strong.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. I really enjoyed it. That was
Me
not the
too, that
conflict,
was
but,
fun.
like,
Oh, I liked the conflict. Oh, okay.
the way they're depicting the demons, like, it's definitely like this nuanced interest. It's like a
They're very clever.
vampiric.
Yes.
So
totally.
I'm
see
interested to see more. Also, her saying, "Yeah, I'm stronger than your master. I'm stronger than the strongest demon."
that. Get fucked,
Like,
you weak bitch.
We defeated the demon
Yeah.
king. You are a small fry.
Step down.
Yeah, there's
lower your voice
statue.
when you speak to me.
Yeah, see that statue out there?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's literally
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode, and check out Patreon to see these episodes right now in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Question 1. Olivia asks, though we have heard about demons throughout the story thus far, this is the first in-depth encounter with them. How do you feel about Frieren's perspective on them, and do you think that the characteristics they demonstrate in the episode are representative of them all?
I trust her. I think the certainty that we saw in the flashback, followed up by the way the flashback turned out, followed up by every interaction with them in this episode, makes me think it's pretty consistent.
Yeah, I trust Frieren on matters that are not related to emotions.
Yeah.
Because she's seen it all. Like,
yeah.
She rarely is very I mean, she's rigid on some things, but like she like gives people a chance, it seems, and like
she's fairly open-minded.
Yeah, it's just this was,
and like she cares more about the truth than being right.
Yeah, and this was just absolutely immediately just no.
Yeah,
it will not work out, guaranteed. And then
no shot.
It happened. It literally we saw exactly what she said happen. Where it was like, oh, my father, I keep it the same.
Oh, well, I lost my son. Oh, we lost the father. What's a father? I don't know.
What is a father? Who can say?
Who can say? Like, crazy follow-up.
Yeah, but I hope that she just goes up and beats them all. But let's go to our second question. But the depiction is very niche, and I very much am interested to see more of them.
Very interesting.
Question.
I wonder if there are any exceptions, though.
We saw that demon was really trying to give that family back a child. Didn't understand how it works.
Right. No. So that person wouldn't be an exception. I mean, if there's actually one who.
I think that's as much of an exception as we'd get.
All right.
Because I would say that's an exception to actually try to do something good. You know, the other ones had no interest in that.
Okay. Fair enough.
I feel like that's what I would gather.
That's what
from
that was demonstrating.
That even in an exception circumstance,
even when
it's just their nature.
It doesn't work.
And let's go to our second question. Question 2. David Bodor asks, Frieren is a well-known hero that saved the world, but we don't see her flex her past accomplishments much. Why do you think that she does not rely on her reputation to get her out of sticky situations like this?
Probably because it's kind of lame. Like, that's just like a awkward thing to do, I feel like.
No, I don't think it's awkward if you've do
you know who I am?
If you get arrested in a town for defending it against an evil force that you know is going to be evil, I'd be like, that statue is me. I swear that these people, like, I've killed their lord. They're gonna kill you. Like, but I get wanting to keep a low profile mostly because like she just doesn't
like she's not the self-parade type.
But like, to get yourself out of that situation, that'd be nice.
Yeah, maybe it's a need to be good enough without the prestige. Like, she thinks she should be able to get herself out of that situation without like calling in her past self.
I have another reason.
Okay.
She's been around so long. If she recalled everything that related to everything, she'd just have infinite things. So maybe at some point, like, I'd like to think of Frieren as like the color white, in the sense that like she's had all these colors of memories, but like there's so many at some point that it just becomes a pure only one thing.
Right.
And I figure with past accomplishments that could start to happen, where like any area she's been, she's probably accomplished great things, so she could get her way by, but like that requires so much thinking and so many, like it's just living in the past at that point.
Yeah.
And she wants to live in the present / future.
I could totally see it.
Yeah, but let's go to our final question. Final question. Kaladin Stormlight asks, considering how emotionally inept Frieren has been for most of her life, do you think that there will ever be a demon who actually cares about humans? It does seem that the difference is, like, demons live a long time, Frieren lives a long time, demons just want to devour and consume, and Frieren wants to just, I mean...
devour and consume knowledge.
But, like, maybe, like... So that is another way that she just knows, like, this is the fundamental difference between me and demons. Is they will want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think there'll ever be a demon who actually cares about humans?
I mean, anything's possible.
I see it like in a Demon Slayer type scenario where like all of them are one way, but there might be one that through the power
like
of...
a Nezuko.
Yeah.
I don't know how widespread they are or what kind of like behavioral updates there have been in the last 100 years or so, or what their timeline looks like. Generally, though, I would say no.
Yeah. Although, like, if Frieren has this conclusion, if she's going to grow in this capacity, I feel like we might encounter some sort of good demon.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to see, but that is where we're left for Frieren episode 7. Are we excited for episode 8?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.